Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the next round of Peter's Couch Cup. So we're starting as in the last games with the free-for-alls with 5 players. This time we are on the open maps. The first round of the open maps will be Atacama, the second round is Gold Rush, and the third round is played on Arabia. So I'm actually casting live. I'm playing in the blue as the Franks. Down here on my left side there's Peter Host in yellow playing as the Saracens. Saracens, always a very scary civilization with the mark bonus. In the left corner we do have Jesse playing in orange as the Mongols. So he could have chosen Persians, but he prefers Mongols on Atacama. On the top corner we have Atacama, and on the right side there's always in the red Food Please. So he changed his name because maybe he thought with 0 points it's too cocky to play as Food King. So we do have Food Please in the right. So, and on Atacama that's the woodland, the big woodlands are in the middle.
What the hell?
And we do.
Who defeated me?
Wow, Jesse!
So you can hear the current game is still going on. In the red, Food Please is not going. He's going for the woodland in the middle. The same is Fredinovic. Peter is going for the woodland in the middle. Jesse hasn't gone for a lumber camp yet, so he's just going for straggler trees. And in green, Herr has chosen a nice back woodland, so his lumber camp is combining 2 woodlands at once because the back woodlands are very small and the big woodlands are in the middle. Yeah. So
Jesse, you need to snipe Peter Host, he's the only one remaining.
you can see here Fredinovic had a lot of idle time already. I recognize it in game. I had some missions. I'm the player with the most less villagers. So even Jesse has more villagers than me. So well done here. Peter Host is now idling his TC. Food Please is scouting. He hasn't found anyone.
Jesse, that's your chance. Snipe his DC, come on. Yeah, let's go.
You can hear the other players in the background. So now the villager counts are pretty even again.
You need to move, Jesse.
Not a lot going on here in the early game because everyone is going for the wood, securing their bases because, as we mentioned, we're playing on sudden death in the open map. So this means if you lose your starting town center, you're defeated. And this also means you cannot go for a boom in Castle Age, and you have to secure everything because every villager is worth a lot, because if you lose them it's really hard to get more villagers. So there are a lot of different strategies here going on. We do have Herr Acker with 17 villagers now, Fredinovic with 17, Food Please and Peter Host with 18, and Jesse with 16. Jesse brought in a spore, and he decides to go for a back woodland as well, so not the best lumber camp, I would say, not the best lumber camp. Everything is recorded. And okay, let's try to go a little bit faster then, because in the early game, as I mentioned, nothing is going on. Peter is with 6 villagers now on the woodland. And I think he has starts now to scout. Food Please hasn't started. A nice scouting going on. Herr Acker hasn't explored much, but he's on Fuel Age now, and he is going for the market blacksmith approach. So he definitely goes for a fast castle. Yeah, and the other players are in Fuel Age right now. So my lumber camp in the middle, Peter Host lumber camp there, Food Please lumber camp. I start open with a stable. In the meanwhile, Herr Acker isn't really secured, so if he gets attacked, Herr Acker will get smashed. But if he's lucky, he's the first player in Castle Age and maybe can smash another player with Siege or something, because all he needs to do is snipe, for example, the town center of Food Please. Or Jesse, which players are right next to him. Yeah. Peter Host going for the market as well. The berries run out pretty soon. Foodless is going for the extra hunt. And the berries, he hasn't built any farm yet. In the meanwhile, I do have, I think, 7 farms, and Jesse has 4 right now. Yeah, as I mentioned, the woodland for Jesse is a mess because it's a lot of trouble. Now he's he's building the blacksmith, trying to go up to Castle Age because he hasn't gone for some military except for a spearman or 2 spearmen to secure the woodland, which isn't bad. But as I mentioned, Acker will be the first in Castle Age. So he's adding the barracks now, maybe going for some stable or some archery range because he's the Malay. He's up really quick, and he's on 29 population. So we do have the village elite, Fredinovich with 35 villagers. A nice farming economy going on here. And some scout harassments. They will definitely pick up this villager.
That was insane.
Yeah, this villager gets sniped.
It's like I was looking at the points, it's like okay, Acker has the most points.
You're the second in my life for a minute.
Yeah.
So Peter Host adding archers now. As the Saracens, archers break faster through walls. And Fredinovich isn't even up, I think. Meanwhile, the other players are already up. Yes, Fredinovich isn't even up. He hasn't the resources, but he hasn't idled his town centers as the other players have. So we have up Foodpiece as next player, but Foodpiece has only 28 villagers. So he has idled his town center a little bit, but not that much. The woodland is pretty open here. Maybe I should have gone with the scouts here, and I would have had a massacre on the woodland. Next player who's up is Peter Host. The only 2 players who aren't up is Jesse and it's me. But I do have a lot of scouts for early map control. Peter now is house. And I'm not up yet, so at this point I had to idle my town center, doing the market, and use the market for cleaning up the Castle Age. Foodpiece is adding a tower here for the archers.
It's nice that it is a quicker game.
Yeah, I love the game mode. It's more fun than the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Peter Host, as always, is giving away the locations of the other players. That maybe he wants that. You know that everything you tell is true.
Listeners are used to this. That's what they come for. Nonsense bickering in the
So Acker hasn't shifted his woodlands into the middle, so he's just collecting the smaller woodlands. Now I see the woodland. Foodpiece is adding the castle right next to the town center and going for knights. Acker is scouting this now. So there's not a lot going on this game mode in the early Castle Age because everyone is securing their base, building up their army compositions. Peter housed again. And we do have Peter on 50 pop, Fredinovich 40 pop. Peter. And Foodpiece is building this castle with 1 villager. So only one villager is building his castle. There's no way he has to hurry up. Now Peter is giving away all the locations of the other players. Now I'm not the last one to castle age, so even Jesse is slower than me. But I have a really nice going on economy. With the Franks upgrades, the secured woodland, and I do have cheaper castles. Building up a monastery. Peter's building now the blacksmith. Yeah. Heavily on gold because it's the Saracens, you can use the Saracen market quite well. Heracca in the north was the first in Castle Age, is now slowly adding elephants. The tricky about Malay is that they are going up so quick that you don't have any economy if you go up too quickly, too early. And maybe it's hard for him there to add some military because he has no economy. He is now adding farms. Does he have the eco upgrades? He doesn't have. No, he does have wheelbarrow. He does have the farm upgrades and full economy upgrades. So that's quite well here. In the meanwhile, Foodbliss is securing the relics. Relics are important for late game, but I think on sudden death they are not as important as on other maps or game modes. So you have Peterhurst Xing the other players. Heracca slowly building up his elephant numbers. Fredinovic slowly building up Lykev, Knight, Monk composition, and Foodbliss building up Knights. Going for stone walls, the chicken walls to secure the base. Yeah, you do have Peterhurst scouting with monks, collecting relics. Oh, and now he sees the elephants from Heracca. The elephants the entire game doing nothing, and they're pretty weak to monks. But if he has an elephant mass, he can easily rush down a town center because they do have so much pierce armor and HP. It's pretty hard to stop them if the mass is there. Who's gonna get these relics? So I think at this point Foodbliss should get it. Peter will lose his monk and his crossbow, and unfortunately he doesn't even get a conversion. So there's a relic, and the other relics are even gone right now. And we do have the pretty close villager numbers. So Fredinovic on 43, Foodbliss on 44, Heracca on 43, Peter on 45, and Jesse on 36. Even 36 is pretty good. So, but Jesse has to work on the lumber camp placement. Because that's a lot of idle time. The villagers are traveling really fast. It's now starting to add some knights. And yeah, Jesse is always dangerous. If he comes from the back and you don't expect him, he can kill you pretty soon on this game mode, or pretty easily. We had some training games yesterday and Jesse sniped me from the back into the heart. As you see the traps coming over, it's even over. So I'm searching now for relics on right. Foodbliss has some outposts already there, securing the town centers with castles. I think most of the players are going for that strategy. Heracca isn't, Foodbliss is. I am securing the town center with the castles. And yeah, some conversions. Didn't get the conversion here. Okay, just leave. Bring over the army. Foodbliss is just protecting with the monk the relic instead of bringing them in. Maybe the APM is too less to bring in all the relics at the same time. But he has done a really nice job here. So Foodbliss I think is actually with Peterhurst in the lead. Heracca of course has the elephants, but he's not using them. There are 19 elephants. He could easily rush down a town center of an opponent before the opponents go up to go and build up their monk masses. So Heracca definitely had the chance to kill Foodbliss on this side or to kill Jesse. Jesse is now securing his town center with a castle as well as the other players do. So Aka would have had the opportunity to kill Food Please, definitely, with his quick uptime, the strong elephants of the Malay player and the light caves. But I think now it's almost too late, because Food Please is building up monks, pike, maybe the cavalry unit from the Byzantines, and the Byzantines really shine if they get to their dream composition, because even pikemen won't do a lot against the castle unit. Yeah. I go ahead a little bit quicker because nothing is happening. So now her Akka is destroying the woodland, but Food Please can easily run away. He now gets castle up. Fredinovic tries to secure the gold on the thing, and as I mentioned, her Akka has to run because there are too many monks and pikemen. Even the monk with the relic is fighting in the army. Sorry, and Peter isn't attacked at all, so he's able to build up his army mass. He has a lot of crossbows. Yeah, he has a lot of crossbows yet. I'm going there trying to raid the woodland. I see there's a hole and I start to kill some villagers. I snipe all the monks, I think. I only get one light cap converted, and then I had to run away because Peter had too many crossbows. And Peter is already up to Imperial. He has the score lead, so the score is pretty close. All players are even up. But now the army composition for the Byzantines start to shine, because we do have traps, we do have halberdiers and the monk mass, so it's pretty hard for a cavalry player to rush the Byzantines. And so I lose the first castle, I will lose the second one. Peter just builds up his army mass, building up his dream composition, going for chemistry, going for bomber cannons, and slowly, because he doesn't need to hurry up, because the other players are killing each other, and he's just holding the whole map, so he even won't get raided. In the meanwhile, it looks dicey for me. I only have the 2 castles left, but I have 0 chances to push back the Byzantines, because their composition is countering the Franks' composition. So I think, except maybe Scorpions, there's nothing I can do against this composition. I have a lot of cavaliers and scouts to snap the monks. I try to snap the monks first, but there are too many monks. Food Please is just wrecking my whole entire army. So in the meanwhile, let's look at the other players. Jesse has his nice lumber camps in the back. He has gone for 2 siege workshops, and he's building up a Mangadai Knight trap army. But what's her Akka doing? Oh, her Akka is pushing Food Please, so pretty nice. Food Please entire army. There's not. I killed a huge army from Food Please. He has only halberdiers left. He has to send back the halberdiers because the elite elephants. Yeah. Her Akka should go for the town center and snap the town center, because Food Please hasn't left a lot, and now he's retreating entirely. But yeah, I'm pretty much defeated at this point, because of course Peter is coming from the left, and I'm completely boxed in by 2 armies, 2 strong armies. I get steamrolled, completely steamrolled. Look at this bomber cannon train. Oh, in the meanwhile, her Akka is losing all his scorpions. So this is normal scorpions, not heavy scorpions. And I think her Akka would have had the opportunity already to steamroll the town center. So I'm the first player who is out, I guess, because there's nothing to kill this here. Yeah, it's too late. GG, Fredinovic. I tapped it out a little bit earlier. Yeah, her Akka should have had the opportunity to kill Food Please here. But Jesse is building up his army. So Jesse could. I think the town center from Peter Host is not in range for Jesse, but maybe the town center for her Akka is. And her Akka is just focusing on the forward castle. Just snap the town center. But now the elephants are coming, but the elephants get shredded by the halberdiers, so I think 3 scorpions are way too less Enough, the forward cast isn't even necessary because Footbeast could have been defeated 2 times at this point. And now look at the pathing. Look at the pathing. Oh, that hurts. That hurts a lot. And
Oh, the siege train.
which siege train? Yeah, Peter Host is just attacking my houses because it's not enough that I am already dead. He has to kill the buildings for the statistics. Just wait when the other players are fighting each other and then kill or snipe the other player from the back. Yeah, that's exactly what a chicken does. So and Footbeast is even pushing back. He's coming back from behind.
With the bug, the castle isn't there anymore. The castle.
The castle is gone. But
Oh god.
as I mentioned, Jesse is coming and Peter sees everything, and maybe that's the reason why Peter is just waiting for Aka to get defeated, because is the town in the range? Is it in range? So, and her Aka, Footbeast desperate repairs, and the traps are gone. Can Footbeast hold? But in the meanwhile, Jesse.
I didn't see it. I'm moving out here with my arm. I didn't. Yeah. And if you look at Footbeast's TC, I push it. It's almost down. The TC is almost down, and then I get defeated.
Jesse killed his opponent. pretty nicely done here from Jesse. And now Footbeast has the possibility to hold this castle.
Yeah, but the elephants continue to fight. Yeah.
But Peter is steamrolling Footbeast, so Footbeast has no economy left. Footbeast has 13 villagers, 12 villagers left. In the meanwhile, Peter has 60 villagers. Even I do have 50 left, so I'm not in the game anymore, but I have second best economy, yeah. And yeah, nice trap shot here. But the trap is going to be down. Yeah, that shouldn't happen. So,
yeah, but it's a weird bug that it shows the castle.
It's a weird bug. But Footbeast gets defeated pretty soon. And what is Jesse doing? So he has, I think, if he reacts a little bit properly and starts immediately to attack Peter Hurst, steamroll the first castle and protect the traps with his army, and then the traps can push the town center off of Peter Host, then Jesse has the opportunity to win. He has a good chance here because he's one of the 2 last players remaining in this game.
Position.
Army is out of position. I speed a little bit up here because
Speed up.
Because it takes a long. I speed it up.
Oh, now the fighting happens.
So now the fight happens. Peter defends this this side with the castle. So Jesse has to go and push this castle, these houses. Now, but now the bomber cannon, arbalest, they're behind the castle. Now the bomber cannon, arbalest army comes in. Camels are pretty bad against the arbalest, so Jesse has no chance to fight this army at all. So he needs to. But Jesse has 84 villagers, so he has way more villagers than Peter has. So good job here on constantly producing villagers. But as I mentioned, the camels get melted by the arbalests. I think the way for Jesse to go would have been come here earlier before the castle is up, destroy 1 or 2 houses, set up the traps and just snipe the town center when all the army from Peter Host was on Footbeast base. But here I think there's nothing Jesse can do about this. The traps get sniped, the camels melt on the arbalests. Even Peter has a lot of camels. He brings in the bomber cannons forward, and he will snipe the town center of Jesse. Jesse has a pretty good economy, but what is he doing? Okay, Peter is even killing the castle first, and then the town center. So let's look the statistics. Okay. Yep. We will move on to the second game. See you there. Or you will see me there.